the shop today. We're working on the red truck.
All right, welcome back to the shop today, everyone. We are going to be not working on, but talking about my red truck behind me. This is a kind of a special truck. It does have a little scratch right there. It's not bad. It might buff out. I've had this truck about 8 years, so let me tell you a little bit about what makes it special. Okay, everybody, so if you don't know what you're looking at here, no, I'm not talking about my little scratch right there. This is a 1996 Toyota T100 truck. They didn't make very many of these trucks. I think they only made them from 95 to 98, I believe, or 93 to 98, something like that, 5 years. They didn't make them very long. They made 2- and 4-wheel drive models. This one happens to be a 4-wheel drive. It's a 4-wheel drive SR5, but something kind of unique about this truck is that it is, whoops, let me see if I can get it here. It's filthy. It is a 5-speed, so it's a stick ride, but that's not the only thing that's kind of unique and different about this truck. I am making a video. I have had this truck for, like I said, since 2012. I'm gonna be getting rid of it for another project, and I'll show you guys that, but let me show you what makes this truck really special. Well, this is a clue. And this side actually looks pretty decent. This is why this truck is so special. This is a first gen Toyota Racing Development Trd Supercharger. This is a 3.4 liter 5V ZFE Toyota engine. These were said to make around 260 horsepower. I believe it does have a little bit smaller pulley on it. This thing's running almost about 10 pounds of boost, so it rock and rolls for an old truck. Really surprises some people. So there's your diagram, and there's the diagram for the Supercharger, and you can see that it has the Trd Supercharger sticker. It is equipped with a Canon air filter, but yeah, this old truck screams. For anybody who's wondering what that looks like, it's what a first gen Supercharger looks like. Now the second gens, they were black, so it's got a few little aftermarket goodies on it. It also does have a different computer. No, this is not the computer, it's your mass airflow sensor. Let me show that to you as well. Okay, here's another little unique feature. So underneath this kick panel, which goes right there, won't bore you with that stuff. It's not a how-to video by any means on anything. Just kind of doing an overview of the vehicle. It does have, if I can get the camera adjusted here, it does have a Jet Performance Products ECU. So I do believe this is necessary to make sure that the Supercharger works with all your air-fuel mixture ratios, etc. But this was a pretty expensive piece back in 1996. So yes, this truck does have a little bit of rust. The frame's not the worst thing in the world, but it's pretty bad. It's to the point where I don't really want to drive it anymore, so I'm getting rid of it. There's actually a subscriber is taking the truck. He has a 4Runner that we're making a trade on, so you guys probably will be seeing a new project on the channel. I'm excited about that. He has a 3rd gen 4Runner. He's gonna take the heart out of old red here, and it's gonna be placed into a 3rd gen 4Runner. So I look forward to that. Maybe after that's completed, we'll put that on the channel as well, so you guys can see that. But this thing does absolutely scream. Takes a lot of it's taken a lot of Mustang by surprises in 4-wheel high boosted launches. Do a quick little startup for you guys here. Yes, the exhaust is pretty much rusted out on this. That's why it sounds like a little NASCAR. Yeah, this truck actually 1996. I might roll in a shot of it. It did have a had a almost a $27,000 price tag. I do still have the window sticker for the truck. I'll roll in a clip of that, like I said, but came with, you know, factory tweeters and stuff. Obviously the TRD gauge pod for the boost gauge is not factory, but this was a 5-speed truck. I did mention it's an SR5 5-speed. Runs and shifts great. I haven't cleaned this truck up whatsoever. Did recover this when I got it about 8 years ago. It was kind of grimy, but all in all, this truck is in pretty phenomenal condition on the inside. Seats aren't torn. They're really not dirty. I say that and they'll probably look like crap on video. Factory floor mats, factory everything. It is just an extended cab. But yeah, overall, really been a pretty fantastic truck for me. It's got the spray and bed liner. So there are some rust issues, you know, here. And of course the party piece for me was the frame is rusted, but the engine's fantastic. No issues there. 31 1050 15s on aluminum wheels with pretty good tires still. So it's been all around, it's been a great truck for me. Other than my little scratch there, that happened about 3 years ago. Really haven't driven it much ever since, other than I'm gonna haul, you know, gravel or load of wood or something like that. So the story behind this truck is actually pretty unique. I did get this vehicle in 2012 from somebody that I worked with at the time. Actually paid, somebody guess how much we paid for this truck. Exactly as it sits for the most part, with the exception of the tires. Didn't have the tires, did not have those wheels on it. Actually, no, it did have those wheels on it. I take that back. It was in much better condition, but the paint was very faded. It was disgusting. I found it in a barn. It did not have a rear end in it when I bought it, but it did have the supercharger. Paid $300 for this truck. $300 8 years ago. They thought the transfer case was bad. The transfer case was not actually bad. It was the rear differential. They had run it dry with no oil in it. They took it four-wheeling and it plugged up the breather, and I think that built up case pressure inside of the rear end and blew out the axle seals. So the rear wheels were completely covered in oil on this thing. They were completely oil covered. So I thought, well, you know, I definitely have an issue with the rear seals. So I got a pair of axles from a junkyard for 150 bucks, put it all back together, and it's been a flawless runner for me ever since. And like I said, with this Supercharger, this thing really hauls some ass for an older truck, 1996. So real quick video, guys. Like I said, hope you enjoyed it. It's kind of a unique, different little video. Don't see them every day with a Supercharger on it. When you tell people it's Supercharged, they kind of look at you like you're full of crap, but we know what's under the hood. So, Red, you've been a good one. Off to a new home. Somebody's gonna get your heart, gonna put you to better use than I am right now. So kind of a farewell send-off to the old red Toyota. All right, guys, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next time. Take care. Farewell, old red. Today's the last day. The engine hoist for your new donor vehicle. Alrighty. Old Red's final day of service. Loaded down with wheels and tires and a new engine. So I did have a ton of the factory literature here, as well as the owner's manual on the truck, stack of receipts. But here's that window sticker I was talking about. Keep in mind, this is from 1996. 27.4. Ooh, before discount, 29.5. So 30 grand in 96. It was pretty pricey. This was the last model in 96, to my knowledge. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. That was made in Japan. I think in 97 through 98, or whenever they quit making them, they were actually manufactured in Indiana. At least the T100s were anyway. So there's the options that it came with. But you know, $30,000 truck for 300 bucks, and been you know, been very awesome for me for the last 8 years. So Take care. Farewell, old Red. Today's the last day. The engine hoist for your new donor vehicle. Alrighty. See ya. Old Red's final day of service. Loaded down with wheels and tires and a new engine.